Wednesday night should be a really good night in the NBA as there's some fantastic matchups, and if we can correctly predict 6 matchups, we can win $25,000. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. That's right, it's our weekly NBA contest over on the Fox Bet Super 6 app where we can win $25,000 if we can correctly predict 6 NBA games. You got to give them a winner, and you got to give them a win margin for all 6 games to take home that $25,000 prize. If nobody can do it, they'll give away a guaranteed $1,000 prize. You get the most points. You get 3 points if you can get the winner right, an additional 2 points if you can get the win margin right, for a total of 30 points is how you can do it. No jackpot winners no jackpot winners last week. That's been a trend all season long. Nobody's been able to take home that jackpot yet. Let's give it a shot. We've got some really good matchups on the slate for this week's NBA action. The first one starts off with a doozy. It's Nets and the 76ers. You can see on offense, they're relatively about the same. They're about even on offense. But on defense, while they're even, the 76ers are going to be able to get more turnovers. They're going to be able to get the Nets, in terms of the stats at least, to commit about 5 more turnovers, which will be big there for that 76ers, defense there and getting some easy buckets. You can see from a net rating standpoint, the 76ers do have the better net rating over the last 10 games. The Nets are going to go into this game with no James Harden. Obviously, Durant's back, but no James Harden's going to be a little bit of blow to them. What I look for in this matchup is the 76ers on the season are 20-5 at home. This is a team that, they play well in general, but they obviously protect that home court really, really well. I think combination with that, with the loss of James Harden, even though Durant is back, I think it'll be too much for the Nets to overcome. Go ahead and give me the 76ers winning this game by 5 to 6 points. The next matchup takes us to the Clippers and the Pistons, and on nowhere on this earth, on this planet here that we call Earth, am I entertaining a scenario in which the Pistons are going to beat the Clippers? Look, the Clippers may not have Kawhi Leonard for this matchup, but the Pistons also aren't going to have Grant, and that is the best player for each team, but the Clippers have the ability to make up for Kawhi Leonard. The Pistons don't have an ability to make up for Grant. If Grant can't suit up, they're going to be in a world of hurt. I already like the Clippers. I like them a lot more now that obviously Grant's going to likely miss this game. I'm going to go ahead and say the Clippers will win this game by 9 to 10 points. Back on planet Earth, where you can analyze some games, the next matchup here is the Knicks versus the Pelicans. As you can see here, the Knicks are better from 3. They're shooting the better from 3 by about 4 percentage points, and they're also committing less turnovers on offense, about 3 less turnovers on offense. On defensive wise, the Knicks are better. I mean, it is close, but the Knicks do hold that defensive advantage there on the defensive side. And then net rating, look at the Knicks net rating there. The Knicks are up in the positive, up in almost 5.2, where the Pelicans come in at minus 2.6. This game will be fascinating to see in the paint area. You can see there in the paint that the Pelicans get a lot of points in the paint. Obviously, it comes from Zion. That's going to be the matchup to watch in this game. The game within the game will be Julius Randle versus Zion Williamson. If one of these two players can significantly win that matchup, then I think that team will then go ahead and win this matchup. Obviously, of these two better plays, I think Zion obviously has the more potential to dominate that matchup and really take over. But even if he doesn't have a dominating fashion, just a normal Zion good night, scoring in the high 20s, I think will be enough to maybe overcome this Knicks defense, which is really tough. This one was really, really tough to predict. I'll give the edge to the Pelicans. They're at home. I think they can pull it out, but will not be surprised the slightest if the Knicks go ahead and pull this out. But for me, go ahead and say Pelicans will win this game by 3 to 4 points. Another matchup here not worth breaking down is the Magic and the Bulls. Look, I mean, the Magic traded all their good players, and then they also traded up to the Bulls. I mean, they're going to look across that court and see Nikola Vucevic and wish that he was still in a Magic uniform. He won't be in a Magic uniform on this night. He'll be wearing a Bulls uniform. Bulls are going to absolutely destroy the Magic at home. Go ahead and give me the Bulls winning this game by 16 to 20 points. Next matchup we got here is Warriors versus Thunder. As you can see on offense, the Warriors shoot the ball better, and they also have less turnovers on offense, so that's obviously really good there for the Warriors. On defense, it's about even. The one advantage that the Warriors do have is they're getting their opponents to commit more turnovers. So, again, they're committing less turnovers on offense. They're getting more turnovers on defense. That'll really help the Warriors out here in this matchup. Look at the net rating of these teams. -6 for the Warriors, but -20.5 for the Thunder. That is the worst in the NBA at negative 20.5. Obviously, the Thunder are going in transition. They've sat Al Horford down as they play some of their younger players. They don't have SGA. He's going to be out in this matchup. It looks like Roby and Muscala are going to come into this game questionable after not playing Tuesday night. And then for the Warriors, their only injury concern is really Oubre. We know Wiseman, he's already out, but the big question mark is Oubre, whether or not he plays for the Warriors, but it's not going to be matter. This Thunder team is, like I said, going through transition, playing their younger players and just limping through the rest of this season. Go ahead and give me the Warriors winning this game by 7 to 8 points. Then the last matchup we got here is another really good, fantastic matchup on the NBA slate. It's the Heat versus the Nuggets. About even on offense and even on defense. I mean, just look at those numbers and see how close it is between those two teams on offense and defense. Should be a fantastic matchup. The net rating, both teams are in the positive, but the Nuggets do hold that advantage, at 5.4 versus 1.9 there by the Nuggets, by the Heat. The Nuggets will not have Jamal Murray, or at least at the time of doing this recording, it looks like Jamal Murray will go ahead and sit out of this game. At the end of the day, though, what the Nuggets did at that trade deadline, how they've been playing after that, they've had a slip up here recently the other night, but I think they'll get right back to it. They'll be on their home court this time. They won't slip up on their home court. Great, fantastic matchup this will be against the Heat, but go ahead and give me the Nuggets winning this game, and I've got the Nuggets winning this game by 5 to 6 points. All right, that's how I'm going to do it on Wednesday night's NBA slate. For a chance to win $25,000, hit that like button if I've been of help to you. And as always, good luck on your picks, and I'll see you on the next contest. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.